Hello, today we are going to look at how we edit a puppy that we have already transferred through the prepaid application. We are here in Breeder Toolkit and we're going to go to Manage Litters, and then I'm going to use that Show Me filter at the very top and make sure that I'm looking at my prepaid litters. And that's going to help me narrow down and quickly focus on my litters. Now we can see here I have my whole list of prepaid litters, and when I click to expand, we can see that the green check marks indicate this puppy has been registered. We can also see, and I call these my chicklet boxes, these puppies are paid for, which means we have not gone in and edited that information and entered the new owner and then transferred the puppy so that they can begin the registration. So we can tell at a glance here that we still need to click on Edit Prepaid Puppy and enter that new owner information for each of these and then transfer that puppy. However, this one looks a little bit different, and when I hover over it, I can see that this puppy has been transferred. And perhaps there was a reason that we need to go in and edit that transfer. So I'm going to click on Edit Prepaid Puppy. This will open up a separate tab in your browser. You can always get back to Breeder Toolkit by clicking on this tab here. And here I'm going to take a look at the details I had entered. We can see up at the top, I have transferred that puppy, and if changes are needed, you can use Edit Transfer to make the changes. Now, one of the things that sometimes happens is we mistype an email address, and perhaps the new owner never received their email confirmation and the link to complete their registration. If everything here is correct, you can go in and once again email that application to the new owner, or you can print that application. But if I realize that I need to make a change either to the owner information or the puppy information, once we click on transfer that puppy, then we have the ability to go back and edit the transfer until the puppy is registered. Once the puppy is AKC registered, you will not be able to edit any of this information. We'll click on Edit Transfer, and here we have three different options. Edit Puppy Transfer is going to be when we need to make a change to the owner information. The Cancel Puppy Transfer is going to be used when we want to completely clear and cancel that transaction. So for an example, perhaps we had one intended puppy buyer and for whatever reason they are no longer able to purchase that puppy. We want to clear that person's information and then revert that puppy back so that it can be retransferred. That's when we will use Cancel Puppy Transfer. The last option is very helpful for breeders who need to go ahead and ensure that this puppy does get registered. Perhaps we have transferred this puppy to the new owner and allowed them to complete their registration, but for whatever reason, it just hasn't been completed. This is a way for you to go in and go ahead and complete that transfer, ensuring that that puppy does get registered, which also is going to help you achieve 100% puppy registration. So we're going to look at the first option, Edit Puppy Transfer, click on OK. And what that's going to do is just open up our form. And this is where we can change the name. Perhaps we first had the new owner allowing them to name the dog, but now we're going to go ahead and set the full name of the dog. The dog details. If we accidentally selected something here that is not correct, perhaps it was an incorrect sex, this is actually female instead of a male, we can make a change here. Maybe we initially determined that this dog was going to be limited registration. We are now allowing full. We can uncheck that. And if anything has changed with the new owner information, we can either remove that owner or we can edit, which opens up this form, and I can correct any typos that I have. Just be sure that we save our changes, and then we're going to go back and transfer that puppy again. And this is where we could say the new owner will complete the transfer. So our system's now going to resend that transferred puppy to the new owner so that they can go ahead and complete the registration. Now we can see we are back to Edit Transfer. The next option is if we decide we need to cancel that puppy transfer. Once we choose cancel, it is going to cancel the transaction, cancel that transfer, and now we can see that this form has completely been cleared. And when I go back here, I can now see that this puppy is ready to be transferred. So it's very easy to go ahead and make any changes up until the time when this puppy is registered.